I'm a little sleepy, so let's wake myself up. What's up, everybody? Couch Mills here. Jesus Christ. But in this video, we got a lot of things to talk about because Riot released this really big article about all these rank changes and different things that you could do to get banned, and a lot of different AFK changes, rank changes as a whole, things coming down the pipeline in future patches, talking about specifically patch 2.04 and 2.05. I mean, there is so much damn stuff to cover, so make sure you watch it to the end, smash the like and subscribe, and go to the GameLeap website in the links down below, because right now you can find in-depth exclusive content for a fraction of the cost with our 50% off sale. Down below you'll find in-depth advanced guides, VOD reviews, tips and tricks. We got it all on the GameLeap website, so if you want to climb straight to Immortal and Beyond, do yourself a favor, go check it out and don't miss out on this crazy opportunity. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. God damn, I don't know whose throat will take longer to recover, mine or your stepmom. But jumping into the video, we gotta break down all the stuff they talked about. I'm gonna read each individual part and then we're gonna talk about it, break it down so you fully understand. So let's jump right in. Now I'm gonna skip the introduction where they mainly introduce themselves, and if you want to see that, you can read the full article in the comments down below. But let's talk about the actual substance. I'm gonna start here. Quote, "Before we dig in, we want to acknowledge the obvious. We still have a lot of work ahead of us. These changes are just the start, but they set the stage for the work we'll continue to deliver in the months and years ahead. We hope you're as excited about it as we are. Now, let's get started." So the first thing they're going to talk about is AFK's target patch 2.04. Over the past several months, we've focused much of our efforts on a problem we know is painful to you, AFKs. Even one AFK'd player can turn the tide of a game, and it's discouraging to know that you'll have to carry twice as hard for the chance to win. We've spent our time on several features that we're confident will reduce AFKs both in and pre-game in Valorant. We're implementing improved detection of AFK behavior. Our old system had a few loopholes, and it sucked to see some players slipping through the cracks. Those loopholes will be patched, and in the future, we'll broaden this detection to encompass other types of disruptive behavior and non-participatory play. God damn, my throat actually hurts. We can't go into too much detail on the specifics of this, but know that we have vastly improved our system, and we will continue to iterate on it as new types of exploits turn up the game. We've completely revamped our penalty structure for AFK offenses. Rather than apply generic penalties on an as-need basis, we'll track the behavior of your account over time. This means that your occasionally, what the heck happened to my internet moment, will likely not be punished too harshly, if at all. On the other hand, if you're a player who consistently drops out of games, the hammer will come down on you, friend. These penalties are varied and they scale based on several different factors. Penalties can include the following: warnings, XP denial for the games in which you are AFK'd. See you later, AFK farmers. Small deduction from your ranked rating for pre-game dodges. Deductions from your ranked rating for in-game AFK patches, patch 2.03. Increased queue restrictions, barred entry from ranked games, and Valorant game bans, but only if you are really persistent. Simply put, we've leveled up our detection and management of AFKs, and we're eager to bring these to your game. Now, there's not really much to clarify. I think it really laid it out perfectly for us, but basically, AFKing is gonna happen very little, if at all. And the only time it's gonna happen is if it's a random anomaly with someone's internet, not people doing it repeatedly, which is going to dramatically reduce the overall AFKs that happen in any given ranked game. And the disincentive aspect of this is just gonna create less AFKs. If people have bad internet at the time, they're not gonna want to AFK as much, and just people are not gonna be able to abuse AFKing at all, get tilted AFK. All that could actually cost you a lot of ban time. So overall, I think this is a really good system, but let me know in the comments down below what you think about all this, because I'm really interested to know your opinion. Now, the next thing I need to talk about is chat-based offenses that is actually also going to be targeted at patch 2.04. They said this: "We've been head down for a while, and there's a reason for that. In addition to AFKs, we've been working hard to improve your experience of communicating with other players in-game. Say goodbye to comms ban for all. Today, we released text moderations for over 11 languages, and we've revamped our penalty system for text-based offenses. We've introduced more nuance to the system, and penalties escalate with both the frequency and severity of the offense. Penalties can include warnings, comm bans, extended comm bans, ranked queue bans, game bans, and extended game bans. Parentheses, don't forget tentatively for patch 2.04, players who are comm banned will be barred from competitive queue. Thank the freaking Lord. If you can't talk in comms, you can't play the damn game. That is, amen and a hallelujah. I mean, what can I say? That's amazing. They move on to say, let us be clear. There is no room for violence, threats, or targeted harassment in Valorant. Those behaviors will not be tolerated. Certain offenses, like those listed above, are categorized as zero tolerance and they warrant a game ban, full stop. That said, we want to give you a fair warning. Our current text evaluation system can't discern who started the rage war. If we see you say awful things, you'll get flagged no matter who threw it down first. If someone is verbally harassing you, do not harass them back or repeat what they have to say. Report them and trust that our system will take care of it. You also have the option of muting their text chat, voice chat, and pings. We don't want you to get punished for someone else's wrongdoings. Now, this is really important. Make sure that you don't re-engage with really toxic people because you could get banned yourself. Apparently, according to this, that's kind of scary, but it does make sense because they don't really know in their system who threw the first punch, and ultimately, like, certain words are going to be banned and you have no business repeating them or whatever, according to this. Now, the next thing I need to talk about is reporter feedback, but this target patch is for 2.05, so that's going to be 2 patches from now. Along with all of the above, we're rolling out feedbacks to your reports. With this feature, players will be notified when their reports have been actioned on. That's really, really nice. We understand it's frustrating to send a report and not know if we ever saw it, let alone took action on it. Believe us that we're listening and reports do matter. In fact, they're absolutely essential in making sure we know what you've experienced. Version 1 of this will require you to be logged into the game client to receive the feedback, but we're on our way to a system where we can notify you outside of the game. Ultimately, we just want you to know that we take these issues as seriously as you feel about them, and we're not afraid to punt the bad actors out of our game. We have a long journey ahead of us, but we are thrilled to work with you on making Valorant a great social experience for all. Now, honestly, I really like this. I love it when you can actually see when your reports matter, what they do, and it's gonna feel really great when you report people and you know that those people actually got punished. This is gonna make it feel like justice is served, you know? You're not gonna feel like you have to go engage with people that are toxic. You can just report them, move on, and if the system deemed that they were toxic enough by multiple people or by what they said or whatever, or any of the things that they listed, they're gonna get banned and you're gonna see it, and that's gonna be really nice. I think that this is gonna be a really good system all in all, but I wanna know your opinion in the comments down below. Do you agree or disagree with this? Do you think people should just not receive feedback, or are you really happy that you get some sort of validation? I wanna know all your opinions about it in the comments down below. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about is on the horizon. It's the last thing in the article, and I'm guessing this is things that is really planned for the future, not a definitive actual patch date or patch like 2.05, 2.06 or whatever, but it's just something that's gonna be in the future. Now, I'm gonna read it and then we're gonna talk about it. Quote, these type of detections and associated penalties will come to voice comms as well. In the meantime, please continue to report offending players, and please continue to share with us your clips as you make reports until we finalize our tech. Once we exhaust the files of problematic play, we want to spend more time exploring the brighter side of our Valorant players' pro-social gameplay. We're investigating ways to detect positive behavior and give players visibility and recognition for their pro-social play. As a little added bonus, we're introducing a new feature which allows you to invite players to games with only their Riot ID, rather than having them add as a friends list. This will give you a chance to test out new teammates without the commitment of adding them to your friends list. We hope you'll discover new friends to play with through this feature. Now, that's actually really 2 interesting things. First off, the fact that you can invite people without adding them is kind of nice, because it's really awkward when you like invite someone, you want to play with them, you play with them one game and, you know, they're really toxic secretly, or maybe they're really bad, I don't really know, but whatever the case may be, you just don't want to play with them anymore after that first game, and it can be awkward adding them and, you know, not wanting to be their friend or whatever. This is a cool system that is going to incentivize people to just, you know, try out new teammates and just pair up, and if it doesn't work out, you just go your separate ways, and it's pretty cool. I kind of like that. But the second thing is really interesting. It's trying to show off the brighter side of our Valorant players, the quote-unquote pro-social gameplay, and it's some way to give visibility and recognition for the pro-social play. Now, if any of you have played Overwatch, all 5 of you, you would know that Overwatch had a very similar system, but it was not very well managed, it was not very well thought out, and honestly, it would be really cool to not only include some sort of, rating system between each other. You rate each other based on positivity and how well people have been engaged, how active they were in comms, and all these factors. And maybe the more positive your score is, the more likely you're to be paired with other people that are positive, and the more negative your score is, the more likely you're gonna be paired with negative people. That could be a way to also ensure that you are being a proactively positive person and also not being toxic and negative, and it would actually disincentivize a lot of people from being toxic and negative because they're gonna be stuck with a whole bunch of other people that are toxic and negative. But I have no idea how this system would work, but maybe they'll just give you like a gun buddy or something for being a positive player. I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see, but this is all really interesting stuff. And they wrap it up talking about how they love the feedback, thanks for the patience, and the unending enthusiasm and dedication to the game they all love. So I want to give a special thanks to the SMPD team, all of the people involved. Thank you so much for, putting all of these into action. I think most of us will really like these changes, but if you disagree or agree, let me know in the comments down below. Please smash the like and subscribe because I literally just broke my throat making this video. And go to the GameLeap website in the links down below for so much exclusive content that is guaranteed to help you climb to Immortal and beyond. And right now with our special 50% off sale, there's never been a better time to tap in to this insane deal. Do yourself a favor, go check it out in the links down below. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for coming by. That's all I got for you today. I'm Coach Mills, and see you tomorrow.